Booker T. Washington, the man from slavery to the White House. Video produced by Eagle Mentality Group, conquering the world through creative thinking. Booker Taliaferro Washington, well known as Booker T. Washington. American educator, author, orator, and advisor to President of the United States. And most important, dominant leader of the African American community. But how did he become this way? From a young slave to one of America's great African American leaders. On April 5th, 1856, Booker T. Washington was born in Franklin County, Virginia, to his mother who was a slave. Booker T's father was an unknown white man, which left him and his mother alone in a one-room log-in cabin. Booker was a slave. At a young age, he was toting 100-pound sacks. He saw other children learning to read and write. He wanted to do the same, but it was illegal to teach a slave how to read and write. Booker T and his mother moved to Malden, West Virginia, where Booker T's mother married Booker T's stepfather, Freedman Washington Ferguson. His mom noticed Booker T's interest in learning, so she got him a book. Although Booker T was still working, he got up 4 a.m. every morning so he could practice and study. In 1866, Booker T got himself a job as a houseboy for Viola Ruffner. She was known to be very strict, but she saw something special in Booker T. So she allowed Booker T to attend school for an hour a day during the winter months. In 1872, Booker T. Washington left home and walked 500 miles to Hampton Normal Agriculture Institute in Virginia. Samuel C. Armstrong, the founder and headmaster of the university, soon discovered how hardworking Booker T. Washington was. He offered Booker T. a scholarship to the university and became his mentor. In 1875, Booker T. Washington graduated from Hampton with high marks. He taught in his old grade school in Malden, Virginia. In 1879, he was chosen to speak at Hampton's graduation ceremonies. He was offered a teaching job at Hampton University and then ran the school. Booker T had a vision. He had a vision that if the African Americans worked hard and obtained financial independence and cultural advancement, they would eventually win acceptance and respect from the white community. Although it was not easy for Booker T to get his point across to the African Americans. In 1901, President Theodore Roosevelt invited Booker T. Washington to the White House, making him the first African American advisor to the president. Booker T. also wrote his own book called Up From Slavery, about how he started from a young slave to one of America's great African American leaders. Sadly, Booker T. Washington passed away on November 14, 1950, at the age of 59 due to congestive heart failure. Now that you have learned about Booker T and his story of success, just ask yourself, if a slave boy has done it in life, why can't I, a free person in life, do it too? Remember, you are what you think about all day long, said Ralph Waldo Emmerson. I urge you to get off the street, throw away your guns, drugs, and start conquering the world through your creative thinking right now. Credits to Google Images and Bio.com. Video produced by the Eagle Mentality Group, conquering the world through creative thinking.